Hello, everybody. This is a special session. I've been doing this lately. I've been getting so many donations in my morning sessions and even sometimes in my evening free sessions. And I'm so honored by that because that's how I make a living and how I'm able to offer everything that I do. Otherwise, I'd be so exhausted doing a job to bring an income that I wouldn't be on quite as much as I am. So thank you for all of you that do the donations because it makes such a difference. So this video is for everyone that the free readings in this morning session, I got to like a handful. This is for the free readings for those individuals. There's no chat because I'm not taking any new questions for this session. It's all catch up from the morning, but I will be back this evening at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So if you want to join me then, I'll be putting out an announcement an hour before that. So you can join me at that time. I'm here Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and Friday and Saturday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So join me if you would like. All right. So we had left off. Let me just scooch this over and shrink this down a little bit. There we go. And I will bring this over. So we had left off with Grace 1111 or 1111. And Grace, you wanted to know who is coming towards you. So let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. Who is coming towards you? Well, oh, okay. So we got a little change happening here. You got the Ace of Cups. So you do have new love headed your way here. But the Tower card comes first. There's this clearing away. Storms come on purpose for a purpose. They clear away things that don't any longer resonate and aren't good for us for our next path for where we want to head and go forward. So that's what's coming in here. You got the Tower card, which is this, leaving away of clearing away of either people, relationships, whatever it is. It's to make space for this, to clear the path for you to go here. So if there's something sudden that comes in that rattles your world, that it's the burning tower, something that collapses and gets removed, know that it's on purpose. It's like the old furniture has to go to make space for the new furniture to come in. I don't know why they're showing me that, but that's what they're doing. Things are being cleared out of the way to make space for this new. So I love this. There is a new love, a higher love. It's a love different. You're different, so this love is different than you've had before as well. So I like that for you, Grace. So many blessings for you. That's what they have right now for you. So, all right. Goldie, you are up next. You'd like a general reading. So let's take a look here, see what Spirit has for you. Wow. Love is in the air, evidently, here, because you have the Lovers card coming in, which is great. It can mean a significant new relationship of some kind. It can be romantic. It can be. It doesn't have to be, but it can be romantic, friends, even reacquainting with family, but it's more significant. It's like a best friend coming in, or a new significant love of your life, or a reacquaintance with someone from your past. Now, like a family member from your past. But the Three of Pentacles is what really, really love about all this, is because the twist is that this attraction, and I really feel for you, it's like love, right? It's a new type of relationship coming in, but it's you being true to your authentic self that draws them to you, because here they are and here they're being drawn to you. I love it. And the reason why, it's like, instead of trying to be who you think everyone else wants you to be, and it's like, well, we don't want to reveal our true selves till later, till they're in love with us, then it's too late. But this energy is about you being true to yourself, doing things you love, you expressing yourself, and it's your uniqueness that draws them. If you like try to be who you think other people want you to be, they're not attracted, because they're like, you're like all these others, right? They're wanting someone unique and different and weird, and that's you, Goldie. in our own way, right? So I feel like you take that as a compliment. Maybe you're an Aquarian because I'm an Aquarian. If people call me weird, I'm all, thank you. I appreciate that. So I love this for you, and this is what they want you to know right now: is be true to the authentic you, be weird you, be unique you, because that is what makes you stand out for this individual. So I like it for you, Goldie, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings. And Links Lee, you are up next. So you want to know Pisces thoughts and actions towards you. All right. Let's see what they've got going on here. Well, it looks like they've got thoughts and a lot of thoughts. You got the Two of Swords. This is what came out for the thoughts. So this is, of course, kind of dual minded, or they're in this pathway where they're looking here at the two um, choices. Like they're going back and forth in their mind between like their heart and their mind. They have mind thoughts and heart thoughts, and they're both going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So, they've got all of this thinking that's going on. And of course, when we are asking other people's thoughts about us, it's not usually anything to do with us. That's why they say other people's opinions of us are none of our business, because what we think of other people, we're seeing through our filter of our eyes and my emotions, how I'm feeling physically, the energy that I have, the thinking that I have. So when I look at someone, I don't even really truly see who someone is because I'm seeing them through me, not through reality. And so when we ask what other people think of us, it's all going on inside of here. We don't know what they're seeing because we're a mirror and they're a mirror. When we look into that mirror, we're seeing ourselves. And when they look in our mirror, they see themselves. So that's what unfolds here and what you see here. You've got this energy of that they're going back and forth with all this myriad of, when they're in their head, they're thinking about their fears and tomorrow and the future and the past and blah, blah, blah. But when they go into their heart, they have the Four of Swords where their heart connects to higher truths, which makes them feel uh, peace of mind. They see things differently. They don't fear so much because the heart knows. It's the mind that just kind of messes with our peace and our journey and holds us back because it learned through life, when I do that, it hurts. I'm not going to do that anymore. All these uncomfortable emotions, we get all these rules we put around that limit us. So it just feels like their next actions, they're undetermined because they're going back and forth. They're just it's like one of those little, you have like six metal balls on a string and then it goes guess what they're showing me in my head. I'm like, it's just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I'm like, well, will they eventually get dizzy? Eventually the heart always rules and wears down the mind. But I feel like it's going to be a while. So, not, a whole lot more to add to that right now, Linksley. But when things are going slow, when things are over there, that allows us to go, what do I see when I look at them? What are my thoughts toward them? Because those are really my thoughts towards me. What can I learn about my reflection that I'm looking at? So we can make the most of our time doing that. All right. And that's what they have for you, Linksley. So many blessings to you. And then Smooth Life, you'd like some higher self guidance, please? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. Well, yeah, we do. We do have higher self guidance because you've got your magician, which is your higher self, and your hierophant, which is this draw to your higher self. So both of these are about connect with us. What you're in the process of fine tuning your life, discovering the Hierophant is like this invitation to discover what are your capital T truths of who you want to be, what you want to accomplish, where you want to go in this life, right? So we've got this, beautiful, beautiful energies that come in with this. Definitely about, you know, discovering, being pulled, seeing things from a different viewpoint. The magician, this is normally the magician has like a infinity symbol that represents your higher self. And it's like, I feel like you're in this place of discovering what it is you want to do with your life. Like, what did I want to accomplish in this life? How am I going to bring that love through me into the world? How am I going to experience the life that I've wanted to experience? Magician shows you have everything you need within you to accomplish this and to move forward in it. But I feel like the clutch of it all is, what the heck do I want to do? And how do I want to do it? Getting out of your head of the supposed tos and the shoulds, the need tos, the, world of humanity that tries to tell us how we're supposed to do things, how, um, even what, and that you don't have to do that. It's like freeing yourself, and it allows you to have this movement forward, this freedom that comes forward. So I really like this for you because it's like this aha kind of moment for you. Yeah, in the bottom of the deck, even you've got the World card and the Page of Cups, which is ending of old cycles, beginning of something new, the pursuit of higher love. And the chalice is really the love that you're looking for, within your own heart. So I like that for you, Smooth Life. So a higher self is, there's no wrong choice, but how do you uniquely want to choose to share that unconditional love and joy and presence and gifts that you have? Presence, uh, not like gift presence, but your presence. It's like gifts and presents, about how you want to share that with the world in your own unique way, not duplicating other people. So I like that for you, Smooth Life, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And soul searching vibe. Hello, hello. Any potential relationship coming to you? All right. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. All right. Well, all right. Well, you have actually two potential loves headed your way here. You've got the Two of Pentacles, which shows like there's this, I can choose between two individuals that are coming in. And one of them is represented by the Sun card, the Leo energy, the childlike energy. And this is what his spirit is saying. This might be different for you to choose someone that seems irresponsible because they're not childish, they're childlike. And on the outside, it seems like, oh my gosh, they're so childish, is the judgment that we hear a lot of people saying and that we maybe have bought in a little bit. But your little inner child wants a playmate, it wants to have someone that is childlike on the outside. This person isn't childish. They're childlike. I feel like one of the two pentacles, someone very serious, very responsible. Ooh, so serious. The other one, joyful, playful, wants to go do stuff. And you're just like, you're crazy. But that is what you need in your life. That is what your inner child is wanting and desiring, is a playmate, someone who wants to live life without a whole lot of restriction, a whole lot of needing everything planned out and concise. It's someone that's very, very free. So it can be Leo energy, it can be Aries, even Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be any of those signs. It just, that's the tendency of a fire sign, is that's how they live life. They live it with awe, like a child, without all these rules. So I really like that for you. And but you get to choose who you choose. And if you're like, oh, I'll choose this boring, serious person or this fun, exciting person. I'm not trying to influence you at all, am I? But that's who you have coming towards you, soul searching vibe. So many blessings to you and enjoy that. Uh, I'm sure you'll make the choice that your heart wants. That's what's important. I don't have to live your life. You get to. All right, cutie, you are up next. You'd like to know the outcome of a connection with a Leo. You are welcome. Let's take a look here. Speaking of Leos, let's see what we have here. All right. Well, this particular Leo kind of duds out, cutie. You know, Seven of Pentacles takes a long, 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 long time for it to anything to ever come to fruition. By then you poop out because the 5 of Pentacles, what's holding them back, normally a Leo would be very outgoing. They've had a lot of feelings of abandonment, being left behind, being left out in the cold, a lot of lack in their life that kind of someone doused their inner flame and they just are having a hard time reigniting that in their life. And so they're just they don't have it within them, and it's not your job to reignite it. They have to, because that the wick that's all wet and doused with whatever they allowed to be poured on it is inside them. They poured it on themselves, and so the water on the wick is not allowing it to be lit very bright, so they have to dry it out themselves and ignite it. You can't do any of that for him. If you wanna do something for him, if you care about him and go, "Oh, little boo boo boo, I wanna help him." If you check out my Take 10 with Zen, there's the heart ache, episode. I think it's around 8 or 9, around there. But it's about how we can when we feel helpless to help someone, which when it's someone's inner work they have to do, nothing we can do except send them this love, this energy that it talks about. So check that out, but I just don't really feel this is going to go anywhere fast, and you are a very patient person, but not that patient. No one is. I feel like it's like, no, that's okay. You can still give them love from a distance or if you interact with them, but I don't feel like it's going to connect long term. So that's what's coming in. So many blessings to you. And then Angel Blessings is up. So, hey, Angel Blessings, I am doing great. I hope you're doing great too. And you'd like a message from your future self. All right. Let's take a look here. What advice does your future self have for you right now? All right. Ooh. I like it. So you've got the 2 of Cups coming in here, which this 2 of Cups is about important relationship. Can be romantic, can be like best friend type of energy, or reconnecting with like a family member or someone. It's a significant relationship though that they're wanting you to be aware of. I almost feel like this is family though, because the 4 Pentacles is reminding me of home. And I feel like if there's a relationship that's fallen apart or fallen where you've become distant, your future self is saying it's important for you to reconnect with them. Do whatever you need to do to connect with them. I feel like they don't live as long as you think they are. And I know that don't do want to say that to scare you to bring down the room, may change the mood, but it's like it'll save you from regrets. It'll save you from a lot of pain, of, "Oh, I wish I would've, I wish I would've, I wish I would've." Just know that it's coming in here and going, well, I have the opportunity for me to be the one to reach out to make things better, to share the love, at least let them know I'm loved. If you don't get reciprocation, if they don't do it, you don't have to worry about that. Your future self says you do what you need to do with this person to acquaint, to reinforce, or to take the relationship to a new level. Because if you don't, like I said, you will be. Um, Not that we ever have regrets, but it'll just make it harder for when they pass, and I'm not gonna live this long, 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 long life, and we forget that, and it's like, "You know what? What am I waiting for? Let me make it right now," because it's something that really sits heavy on you, is what I feel, angel blessing. So, um, yeah, that's what they want for you. If for some reason it is someone who's already passed, which is interesting, but if it is, just know that you can still make it right with them because they're around you all the time as this higher being. Um, So if it's that type of situation, just know that there's more that you can still do for that as well. All right. So that's what they have for you, angel blessings. So many blessings to you. And then Anushri, you were up next. And you want to know, what does he adore in you? We will give you a small piece of that, right? Yeah. So two things, two of the many things. One, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. No, you don't remind them of their mother, at least in in the sense that you're a nurturing, loving, huge-hearted individual. Yes, but not like you remind me of my mom. This is much more because she also has sensuality and things that come with it. So he loves this nurturing, divine, feminine, beautiful side of you here. And the same instance, like on the other side of the coin, is the Nine of Pentacles, which is your independence, your ability to stand on your own, and that you don't need someone to complete you. You are very comfortable with yourself, with spirit, and they like that confidence, kind of that I don't need you, but I want you, kind of energy is like, wow, it means even more. Instead of I need you, I need you, I need you. It's like, but if someone doesn't need you and they want you, that is even more higher praise, I guess. But they love this about you. They love this nurturing, this feeling of abundance that you carry with you in your life. And it's from the inside out. The outside world is above and beyond extra. I feel to you, and that's what they sense and they like. They're just like, wow, huh. So those are two things that they want to share with you right now. So many blessings in news three. All right, new love, you are up next. So you want to know, what does Johanna think about you? Not in a romantic way. She's helping you in a work. Oh, uh-huh. Well, what if it is? Uh-oh. We'll find out. She's about to be busted out. Now let's take a look here. That's funny. So what does she think about you? She thinks you're a bit of a hermit. You to yourself, uh, which is interesting. But the Three of Pentacles, she doesn't look at it as a bad way. She just sees you as someone who is okay spending time with yourself. And they think they must be a really outgoing individual, because the feeling I'm getting is like, wow, you are very comfortable being by yourself or spending time alone. You don't need to be around people. I wonder what that's like. And they kind of admire it, kind of scares the cock-a-doodle out of them a little bit too, because they were just like, I know I need to be around people. How can you do that? It's like, but they also, I feel like both of these together too. The Three of Pentacles is about being, they see you as someone who's unique to your authentic self, and you're like, I am who I am. And if people don't like it, tough cookie nookies, right? And you're like, okay, I'm you feel comfortable doing, being by yourself and being yourself. And they see that really stands out to them, because I feel like they try to please a lot of people. They're afraid of letting people down. And that's why they want to be around a lot of people too, because they're looking for this external validation. But they're at this point in their life where you have this great awareness of your true self, and they're waking up to that. So it's a perfect mirror for them. So I saw a flash out of the corner of my eye. I think it was something reflecting on my camera, but it felt like a reflection. It's like, wow, yeah, perfect. It's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what they're bringing through is this. You're a beautiful mirror for what they need in their life right now. And so just kind of intrigued a little bit about, how are you comfortable being by yourself and not caring what people think of you? And you're just like, sit down, let me tell you some stories. So I feel like you can help them with sharing some ways of how you overcame that in your own life. So I like that for you, new love. And that's what they have right now. So many blessings. And then Pinky, hello. You want to know how your Aquarius is perceiving you. What is going on with your Aqua? Let's take a look here. See what's going on. I don't know if you want to go into the mind of an Aqua. It can be scary in there. All right. Well, I feel like we get this a lot with your Aqua. They must have a lot more going on in their chart. We're all different. Our sun sign is just the CEO, but the inner workings of the company underneath can be very different too. Because the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all, they're taking their good old time. A lot of emotional confusion going inside of them about what they want, what they're wanting to do in their life, etc. And so that's coming in here. The Knight of Pentacles, we've got this pursuit of their worth and relationship to the outside world in a different way. They're really trying to figure things out. There's a lot of emotional, I don't want to say drama, but they're really, really trying to figure things out here as well. And you can even see here, I had noticed here, but in the cup that it's reflecting on is like the two of cups, the two hearts. They're trying to figure out the love, the partnerships. What do relationships mean to them? And something to understand from an Aquarian point of view. I might have shared this before. If not, it's a good reminder. But Aquarius energy is a lot about the collective. And they're like, I want to help humanity. And sometimes they lump personal relationships in with humanity. There's not like separate buckets for the different individuals. And so sometimes you have to remind them that I'm not just the collective. I'm an important relationship for you in this lifetime. Sometimes you just need to do something just to remind them, and telling them, "Nah, not going to work." Show them, right? And then they're like, "Ah, that's right. I remember now." So that's what's coming in. All right, Pinky, that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Happy Pill, you want to know God's message for you. All right. Let's see what the big kahuna wants you to know right now. All right. Time for some freedom here. You've got the Page of Swords. This helps connect you to the capital T truths of the higher realm, those rooted in the love that the Creator has for you. Unconditional, eternal love. No expectations, no conditions, nothing you have to do to earn it, nothing you can do to take it away. And the Page of Swords here is allowing you to cut away these fears, these thoughts, these beliefs that no longer serve you, because you got the Fool card, which is the first card in the major arcana, following the World card, which is ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures, cutting away old things, right? And they're leaping off into this new adventure, this new journey that is free. It's almost like a child when, you know, before they learn English and start learning no and praise, and starting to have all these rules conflict and try to control, right? There's this freedom with these two cards coming in here, that the Creator wants you to know that I love you unconditionally. I accept you unconditionally. In my eyes, you are perfect. You're here on an adventure. You're here to enjoy. There's no right or wrong choices. There's no judgment. I have no criticism. I only have awe and support of your life and what I want to, and what you are wanting to do. And they remind me of the example of a grandfather taking a grandchild to the playground. There's no rules. It's go play, go get to know other, children on the playground. Go experience all these adventures. There's no right or wrong way. There's just experience. So I love that message for you. There's a lot of freedom that comes in with all of that. That's what they have for you, Happy Pills. So many blessings to you. And then Great Quartz. Hello, oh mighty Great Quartz. You are up next. I love it. You feel kind of lonely with the people around you right now. What could you tell me about this? All right. Excuse me. Got me all choked up. Take a quick sip here. All righty. Well, yeah, it does have to do with a lot of perception of thinking here, because you've got the Four of Swords, you got the Hierophant, and you have the Page of Swords. The Hierophant, in its way, is kind of a swords energy because it's an invitation of your higher self to come and look at things from a higher perspective, from capital T truths. And you have the Page of Swords, which helps you connect to the truths of unconditional love, the capital T truths. And you have the Four of Swords with this resting bird on here, which is the Ace of Swords, which connects you to the capital T truths. So I kind of get a message here that there's this seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things, cutting away the fears, the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets. And when we're talking about loneliness, being around people, how this all fits into that is that when we people will fall short and will feel alone when we're looking for our validation, our worth, our sustenance, that which will make our heart sing in the outside world, because it falls short. It's unstable. So we do feel let down. We do feel empty when we look for our just our sustenance in the outside world. The more we look to like humans, that is people change, people pass away, people walk away. It's unstable. Situations never stay the same. Jobs, education, all of that. Things, body, bank accounts, possessions break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen. All that out there will fall short when we're looking for it to fill us up. So, um, Spirit likes to talk to me in stories because that's how I remember and learn the easiest. And the example they gave me was, we look for a 10-course meal with 2 desserts in the outside world, but all the outside world can offer us is 3rd dessert, 4th dessert, 5th dessert. Sorry, let me get a cough drop. And, so we become disappointed over and over again when we're expecting we walk into a dessert shop and we're like, "So where's the 10-course meal and 2 dessert menu?" They're like, "Oh, all we offer is 3 plus desserts." We're like, "Hmm." We keep looking, we keep getting disappointed, we feel empty. Then we turn inward eventually out of just boredom of the instability of the outside world, and we go inward and upward. We're like, boom, boom. We walk into this buffet. We're like, here's the 10-course meal and the 2 desserts. We find it. It's the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms is what we're hungering for and thirsting for. And it's transformative because we can always make room for more dessert, and that's what the outside world can offer. So when we stop expecting the world to complete us and fulfill us, and we find that fulfillment on the inside, we're filling up and overflowing. And the world is extra above and beyond. So instead of disappointment, we have gratitude for, and we're recognizing the abundance, the above and beyond that the outside world is. And so it's all about seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things from a place of unconditional love. And the loneliness is because it's an emptiness that we feel. We're expecting them to make us feel something on the inside, but especially, and this is for everyone, the more we raise our inner love vibration, the emptier the outside world feels in the beginning until we're full and overflowing because we're realizing it's like, let me see, I'm trying to think of an example of an imitation. It's like making your own homemade pizza, fresh dough, fresh everything, right? fresh vegetables from the garden. Oh, so delicious, right? And then buying one of those, what kind of it's the, gluten-free crust pizzas that taste like cardboard. You're like, "Why would I want that? That I can't that doesn't fulfill me. I'm getting this instead." So that's what I feel is coming through great courts is this emptiness, this lack of things fulfilling you in the outside world as well, as you're raising your love vibration, but you're gonna find everything you need in here, and then you can stop needing the outside world, but you can want it, but you don't need it, but you can make room for it. More dessert, I can take it, right? So that's what's coming in. So hopefully that is helpful, and many blessings to you. All right. And then Kevin to the viewing. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. And you like a general reading. Let's take a look. All right. Wow. So you're stepping into an interesting power here in your life. It's because you are with the King of Swords here, all the kings are given a second portion of air, so they roll over their own sign. Plus, they're given a second portion of air. This one rolls over air, so it's not only a co-ruler with the Queen of Swords over the sword suit. They're the master of thinking, of communication, of new ideas, of higher knowledge too. Can be an overthinker, in which I feel like you're in and out of that, but I feel like you're more out of it than in it these days. And I like the Seven of Wands because this reminds me kind of Emperor energy in that they choose what they want to believe, what they want to do. They have a lot of advisors whispering in their ear about the supposed do's and shoulds and need tos for the kingdom. And King of Sword goes, I hear you. Thank you for that. But I need to make my decisions. And so the King of Swords decides what they want, formulate uh, strategy, steps to take on how to get there. Not just thinking, but putting structure around what you want to do and how you want to get there. And then the Seven of Wands is standing your ground. And no matter what other people come to say to try to go, me, the advisors that go, well, no, we don't think you should do that. We're afraid. And you're like, hey, it's my kingdom. Don't worry. I got this. And then here comes you standing on your own, and you do got this. It's like the sun doesn't ask permission to shine, it shines, it doesn't dim its light. And if people can't take it, then they get into the shade. But uh, you you don't change that. I feel like a lot of what's on your mind is like with the Nine of Cups here. Yeah, because you even have the Justice card on the bottom, which is whittling away and discovering what it is your wish come true is what is your dream? What is it that you want to accomplish in this life? What's your true north? When we're wandering about, we don't really go very far because we're going in circles, right? There's an earlier reading that it was about if you don't know your destination, you don't know how to pack for it. And so I love that analogy because you don't know if I'm going to Alaska during the winter or a tropical island. You're going to pack very differently and you don't know what to include and what not to, and it's confusing. But when you know your destination, what you want to head toward, you know what to bring and what to let go of, and you're able to move forward more. So I like that, and that's what they have for you right now, Kevin. So many blessings to you. And next up, we have Magana. Hello, Magana. Sorry, my voice is trying to leave. It's the wonderful weather. I love it. Nice, cloudy, rainy weather. I like it. So you think N has someone else that he likes, but you're not sure. But you always catch him looking at you. So what's up with him? What's up anyway? What's going on? What's going on inside of their being, their brain, their bean brain? Yeah, I think you're right. You got the 3 of Pentacles, which can represent them wanting to be true to their unique selves, but I also feel like they have multiple interests in the outside world. They don't need to have just one. Um, that's a societal thing that we've learned. Like, I'm only supposed to be attracted to one person. We could be attracted to a lot of people. We're responsible for our actions, we're responsible for the agreements we make with people, but we're going to be attracted to a bunch of different people, right? And that's okay. They're trying to be true to their authentic selves. And the Chariot card is the power of choice card. And so, I feel like they go back and forth between different choices, and there's different things they like about different people. The Chariot card is about movement in their life and movement of choices. And I feel like they're just figuring themselves out. They're trying to figure out what it is they do want in their life, what it is that they don't. And they're just I don't know, they almost feel like someone that's just kind of, like, true to themselves. They don't, uh, shrink themselves or change themselves to try to fit in with, you know, people's opinions, people's desires, people's wants, and all that. They have this great amount of aha. So I like that. Um, you're like, be okay with them being themselves. If you're like, "You know what? No, I want them to only pay attention to me," they're not the one for you. So you can go, "Look, but don't touch." It's like a cat, "Pet me with your eyes." So that's what's coming in. All right, Magana. So that's what they have. And then NJ, you are up next. So should you pursue an arts job instead of the job you want to get next year? You felt better doing it, but you don't know if it will be successful and where to start. Okay. There aren't any really shoulds in the spirit world. There's more choices. No wrong choice, just different experiences that come from the choices. So what I'll do is I'll pull a card for if you pursue the art job, what energy will be around you, and if you the other job, and we'll see. So you've got the arts job, which is the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. I love the stained glass window, though, the artistic expression of stained glass. But the 5 of Pentacles is this journey of um, lack. The starving artist, right? But it's feelings of abandonment, being left behind, being left on the cold, and these feelings of, I'm not going to have enough that come from this. It's a beautiful transformation, though, being a number 5, because it transforms us from choosing mankind as the source of our sustenance. And it's not that we choose mankind, it's that we perceive mankind being the source of our sustenance. Because it's not mankind that really truly brings us what we need in each moment. They might be the delivery company, but it is spirit, it is creator, the endless, resourceful source that brings us what we need in each moment. We always have what we need, but we've learned to fear abandonment, fear we're not going to have enough, this belief of lack because we have depended upon humans in the past to fulfill us, to give us what our ego wants, our ego, not our eagle, ego. But spirit always brings us what we need and a little extra. But our ego wants so much to try to fill its heart that when it looks to mankind to gimme, 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 and then mankind can't be trusted. When our little inner child feels out of control and unsafe, we will pull the rug out from other people and wrap it around us to protect us. We will go into survival mode and we become uncaring, unloving, and unintelligent in doing it. And that's where we experience those feelings of lack, that we had with the Five of Pentacles, but there's this energy that comes in with this, which is the transformation becomes that I can trust creator, I can trust spirit and develop this trusting relationship. So, the other job, yeah, you'll have the 3 of cups, joy, celebration, you would enjoy that too. But um if what's standing in between here will be the feelings of not having enough, it's about developing your relationship of trust with spirit. So, of course, you could always start off, continue doing the job, and then do this on the side until you develop it and feel safe enough, till you develop this relationship. But as far as your income, you have to make that decision, right? Do I want to take the stuff that'll feel easy and joyful? Hey, nothing wrong with that. Or do you want to overcome this fear of lack? You will eventually have this where you'll overcome it. It's just a matter of how long you want it to take, right? And how much you'll enjoy doing the other job too. But I feel like you'll enjoy it because it'll make you feel safe and you're able to pursue doing artistic stuff on the side and grow that slowly. But so those are the energies that are coming in, NJ. Hopefully that helps a little bit, brings a little clarity. But that's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then we have Janice Kath. Hey, Janice. um, I know you guys aren't here right now, but I'm going back in time and I live it as if it's real happening right now. So hi. You want to know, what does Rafal think about us? All right, let's take a look here. All right. Wow. So a lot of passion. We've got the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So they definitely feel like in some way there's some energy blocks between the two of you, which has to do with you guys independently. Because the Nine of Wands, this force field, this that's keeping them from being able to move forward and act upon it, has to do with stuff that's in their core, stuff that's below the surface, programs that are running in the subconscious on autopilot that keep activating this force field, saying, no, you don't deserve this yet. But there is some transformation that can happen. And you might have some of this too. If you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen, episodes 4 and 5, it talks about the energy of the wands and also the Six of Pentacles, which has to do with some giving and receiving worth, things that are bubbling below the surface for most humans. But there's this transformation that's coming. Eight of Cups, walking away from emotions and people that no longer serve, moving towards the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is what they want to move toward, but this thing keeps on blocking them. I like the Queen of Wands, them stepping into their power, which allows them to grab one of these Ace of Wands, moves it, and go through. So there definitely is the possibility, and they have the power and the ability to do it. But the Nine of Wands is their inner journey. They have to do that journey themselves. All you can do is work on your own inner journey. What of your own thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets and emotions can be let go so that you can move forward when they bust through that Nine of Wands. Because I do have a um, great amount of certainty that they will eventually bust through. It's just a matter of time. But they'll eventually get to that subconscious stuff that's keeping things away. Because I feel like it's impacting not just the two of you, but their like work and life. They always feel like something is keeping them from abundance, and it's their inner child who's keeping track of all the 1,000 love coins that have to happen in order for them to be able to receive. And that's all going on below them. But they have a great amount of emotion. They do want to take it into wish fulfillment territory because that's where this dragon is flying off to, is to the 9 of cups, which is emotional wish fulfillment. Dreams come true, and so they do want that. It's just this deservedness, in below the surface. Even if they consciously go, "No, no, no, I want this," it's like, you may want it, your adult self may want it, but your inner child goes, you have not deserved it yet. No, no, no." Like a little 2-year-old, because that's who it is. So that's what's coming in, Janice. Hopefully that is helpful. Many blessings to you. Just refresh the cards one more time. All right. And then Alexis Morgan, you are up next. So you'd like a general reading? Let's take a look. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Wow. Two major arcana, and they both have to do with stepping into your power of thought and belief and mindset. And what choice are you making with your life? Of course, Justice card has the scales, the Ace of Swords, which connects you to the capital T truths of the higher realm. And the Emperor card is a lot of people yapping in their ear, telling you who you're supposed to be, what you should be. You know, the lower small T truths rooted in the opinion of the past. Well, this is what is balancing out. We're getting rid of and like process of elimination. What I don't want, these fears, these thoughts, these beliefs around whatever it is, it's like clearing it away. And the emperor steps up, going, "All right, I hear everyone's opinion. Now everyone needs to clear the throne room, and I'm going to make a decision because it's my empire. I'm the one who gets to decide, what what comes to pass, what's fulfilled here, right?" And so I love that energy that comes in because it is that beautiful, beautiful clarity of mind that comes in through all of this. And you formulate a plan, you formulate actions, and then you're going to step forward in that. It's like determining what your life goal is. What do I want to accomplish in this life before I'm gone, right? What do I want to experience here while I'm here? And that becomes your true north, and you're like, you wake up in the morning going, "Oh, I want to get out of bed," but you're like, "Oh, wait a minute, this is my dream. I'm going to go live that today." Everything else that doesn't fit in with it just gets pushed to the side because it's not important. What's important is this true north. It's like what's unfolding, right? Helps you make decisions. It helps you um, choose and move towards things. It helps you not hit that snooze alarm in the morning 10 times. You jump out of bed excited for the day, wake up early before the alarm even goes off, and wake up early even on the weekends because you're like, "Oh, I can't wait to go do this thing. Can't wait to create this. I can't wait to take another step towards my dream and enjoy the process." We can enjoy the destination, but we can enjoy every single step along the way as well. I feel like that's the message that's coming in for you right now, Alexis. So many blessings to you. All right. And then JJJ, hello, hello. Anything on first meeting with your spouse? All right, let's take a look here. See what they want you to know. What? All right. Wow. Yeah, it's great. You have the 5 of Pentacles, which is normally like this feeling of abandonment, feeling left behind, out in the cold, these feelings of lack. But the 10 of Pentacles is like 5 plus 5 is 10. Boom. It's like this fulfillment, this openness, this it's like almost instant fulfillment. It is very interesting. So I feel like the both of you, not that you both have lacking feelings, but because you both have experienced these feelings of abandonment, because I know you've been doing a lot of Six of Pentacles work, which is the releasing of these old things, but you both have that from your past. So there's this beautiful commonality that just brings you guys together. And I think you just recognize it in each other right away because it's like two peas in a pod. There's this beautiful spark, this beautiful instant attraction that it's almost like um, the energy of you both, the reflection that you see makes you see the abundance that you have now. It just it's really interesting. It's just because it's not that the other person validates you. It's just what's happening inside you because of you meeting them is like, wow, look how far I've come. Because I feel like you both kind of share your story and um whatever situation it is that you meet. I feel like there's this sharing of a piece of your story, and when you share it, you it resonates with both of you and you're just like, huh, and I feel like there's this instant connection, and that's what they want you to know right now. I like it. Yeah, because even though you feel so different, because there's the dragon and the raven, it's like you both have wings and you both realize it, and you see that commonality between the two of you. I like it. How cute. All right, and that's what they have for you right now, JJJ. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Scorpio 1180, you are up. Hi. Can you tell you what spirit wants you to know about the Gemini in you? All right. Let's take a look here. Interesting. So I have three cards, but they're showing, yeah, you read it this way, but it's also backwards too. So let's take a look and see what that means. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So I see. So you've got, which makes sense. So being Gemini, we've got the two sides of everything. You got the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all, and they're right in the middle. Their things are slowly unfolding, which you probably already know that. Um, but on either side of this, um, like the twins, you've got one twin who has the Nine of Cups, emotional wish fulfillment overflowing, the Nine of Pentacles, being independent into themselves. So you've got this duality that comes in here. And, so Spirit wants you to know when it comes to the Gemini, they're not called the split personality for, grins. It's uh, because it's true. They do have this emotional piece that kicks in, but they also have this mental outside piece that kicks in too, the air side of them, right? And it's very common, for Libras, Geminis, Aquarius, all of the air signs, that they do have the capacity and they do feel very deeply, but we can also be really focused in our head, focused in the outside world, focused in on those other things. And so it's important for you to know you're not sure who you're going to meet when you, and I feel like that's what the Knight of Pentacles is saying, have patience, because you don't know which of the personalities of the two personalities they have, which you're going to come across. Excuse me. Not that they're schizophrenic, not that I'm licensed counselor or psychiatrist, um, but it's a part of their personality, and so you'll know, and you'll discover the two of them, and you learn to kind of not assume who you're talking with in the moment. You just kind of feel it out, and then you'll be able to tell, especially the more time that you spend with them, which way is going which way, right? And you'll know who you're talking with, who you're interacting with, and then you can adapt to one. And you can't say I need you to be just one, because doing that is like saying cut off your left arm. I only want you to have one arm. they will tell you what you can do with that idea in a loving way, I'm sure. But that's what they want you to know, Scorpio, is just know that there's two sides of them. And uh, it's important because that's why a lot of their past relationships didn't work, is because people wanted them to only allow one side of them to exist. But if you can embrace both, amazing things can happen. So I like it. All right. So that's what they have for you, Scorpio 1180. Many blessings to you. And Crystal Pickett. Hello, Crystal. And hey, hey, hey. So does Johnny want to communicate with you and how does he feel about you? All right, let's take a look here. So this one is if he wants to communicate with you. Okay. All right. And how does he feel? So communicate, we have the 8 of swords, which is swords is communication, thought, belief, mindset, and all that. And the 8 of swords is they're working through their fears of, their own fears that blind them and bind them and make them feel trapped. And the 8 of swords is a good flowing energy here, which means they're letting behind these fears. So I feel like they're getting over their fears of communicating with you, and I feel like they will. I feel like they're with this flow that it's only. I don't feel like it's going to be like by the end of September, they will communicate with you. I feel like it's soon with all that energy. And how they feel about you, they have the 6 of Pentacles, so there's equal um, giving and receiving that's on here. But they also I feel like what's happening here with both of these combined together, I talk about the 6 of Pentacles a lot about, we have humanity in this day and age, especially if you're in, these big countries that have a lot of stuff like the United States and a lot of the, um, countries that have a lot of stuff, a lot of things, a lot of, distractions. We are raised a whole lot of giving a whole lot of love when we're young and to someone that we really really want love from, getting very little back. That's like our 7 years old and younger. I talk about it in my Take 10 with Zen episode. I think it's episode 4 or 5, but it talks about this out of balancedness that we have, and it's this feeling of worth that I have to give so much to deserve to get so little, and I don't feel I deserve more, and so my little inner child is keeping things away. Even though maybe consciously I want to communicate, I want to move forward, my little inner child would be like, "Nope, you can't." Bzz, force field keeping you back until it feels you're worthy. So there's some, inner action, some inner reflection that can go on there with them to release that, but that's you can't do that for them. You only can work on yourself through that. So I feel like they have feelings, they want to move forward, but they're holding themselves back because of worth. And that's a matter of them working on it and how fast they work on it. If you take a gander at that Take 10 with Zen, it's a free playlist that's on my main page. I think I have it linked in the description box of the video too. It's episodes 4 and 5 that talk about our energy. It talks about our subconscious. It gives a couple tools. They're like videos that are 10 minutes or less, so they're not very long, but they give you some information about where they're at, where we're at, what we can work on um, around it. So that's what they have for you, Crystal, right now. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Cassaville, you are up next. Should you leave your mother behind? Wow. I don't want to be the one responsible to tell you that, but we'll see what Spirit's advice is. I did. I had to. I didn't have to, but I was living with my family up in northern Idaho, and I needed to pursue what I wanted with my life, and I had to be okay with that. And she was okay with it eventually. I think she shared it with me anyway that she's go do God's work. It's okay. Well, of course. Yeah, I see it here. Of course, you're gonna get Mother Luna coming in here with the moon, which is our relationship to Mother, so perfect here. But we've got the 7 of Wands, which is stand your ground, have the strength to do what you feel you need to do, and, it's whatever's best for, everyone, right? And, so be okay, don't have guilt, just know that we're only here for so long, so if there's something that you need to do to live your dream to go forward, then do it, don't feel like you have to um, sacrifice everything, that they would want you to impact the world or do what you need to do. But if it's like, I need to leave her behind because she's not being who I want her to be, that's different, right? That's more of our internal journey, and that they're a reflection, like the sun reflecting off the moon. They're reflecting for us to see what we want to see about ourselves too. So any kind of angst, any kind of upheavalness that might be there will follow us. Mom is just being one mirror, but if we don't deal with it there, we will find another mirror and another mirror and another mirror until we do as well. So hopefully that helps there, Castle, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And I think that was it for that one. And so we're getting close to the end here. Let me see. I think we've got three left. And if I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. I did try to go through in detail to make sure while I was eating, and hopefully I didn't miss anyone. If I do, I will be back in 2 hours, little over 2 hours for my evening session. So I'll catch you then. All right. So infinity is one. Hello, hello. Does the person you like also like you back? Yes. Lover's card. Lover's card, sorry, and 4 of Wands, equal energies, equal passion, joy, celebration. So it does feel very reciprocated here. Very, very fast answer, right? Boom. They feel it's a very important relationship. Um, and the 4 of Wands is joy, celebration, gatherings, marriage. Uh, doesn't necessarily have to mean that, but it does definitely has two ones on each side, which is equal passion, equal attraction, equal physical, energetic attraction. So very easy breezy there. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Barka Manglani, hello, hello. Thank you for being a new subscriber. And you wanted to know what's your husband's current feelings for you. All right, let's take a look here. You're not in contact. Okay. Let's take a look here and see. Whoa. Oops. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Got a garbage can over there. Things came flying out. All right. Yeah. you know, you got four major arcana here. And yeah, I feel like you've been. Has it been a while? Because it feels here with the Temperance card, and with 4 major arcana, this means it's like life altering, changing of path for you type of energy. Because the Temperance is patience, and I feel like you've been really, really patient with a lot of stuff. And, I feel like Spirit is saying, um, for you, this is all about the Tower and the Death card, which is endings and new beginnings. And you have the Sun card. So at the end of it all, you end up being in a much better place. And when you have these 4 major arcana coming in, that's what I feel like you've been so patient with so much for so long, and this Tower card tells us that things are removed out of our life on purpose, for us. It's not happening to us, it's for us. And so this removal of them from your life is a blessing in disguise. I know the beginning it's like, "Oh no," but with the ending that's coming here, you get set free. The Sun card is one of the most beneficial. It's like the timing, right? It's like, here comes that clock, the temperance. It's like it's come to fruition now. There's this, um, light being shown brightly on every area of your life, showing you who you truly are, what you truly deserve, getting what you truly will brighten up your life and allow you to return to this childhood wonder, this um, childlike awe and wonder of life instead of feeling so constricted and restricted. And again, I feel like you just been so patient with so much for so long, but I feel like they're done, and they don't wanna even go into their feelings and blah, 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 because it doesn't have anything to do with you, it has to do with what's going on inside of them. It's like, um, I feel like, my mom, when, my parents divorced probably when I was, like, 17, 18, 17, 17, 18 years old, and, and of course, my mom was, heart had a lot of pain in her heart from the feelings of rejection, the feeling of them wanting to be with someone else, um, which they got married. My dad got married a second time and then a third time and dated people in between. My mom did get remarried once too, and then ended up divorcing them. And even to like in her 60s, she carried a lot of pain in her heart from the relationship not working out because she felt she failed not making my dad happy. And she was talking one day, and I told her, I go, Mom, you realize that you can't make anyone else happy. They have to choose to be happy on the inside. You can give someone the world, they could still choose to be unhappy, especially if they're unhappy on the inside. Because if it was you that was not making them happy, then number two would have made them happy. Number three, everyone they dated in between. And he's married again, which she's a wonderful lady now. Um, it's like um, you can't make your husband happy. He's unhappy on the inside. He's looking for happiness in places that in the outside world that he's only going to find that on the inside. And so this is freeing you and bringing a lot of light into your life so you can see that it's not you and that you are the one that's responsible for your happiness, not your husband. You have to be happy on the inside with you. They have to be happy on the inside with them. Otherwise, it's always falling short, right? So there is this journey that you're on, but I don't feel like it's going to go further. But I feel like that Tower card, the Death card, it's happening for you to free you, and you're gonna see the light, the sunlight, the Sun card, one of the, if not one of the most successful, beneficial cards in the entire deck. So it's going to allow you to see a lot. It's Leo energy, which allows you to look into your subconscious, your child self, to understand where a lot of these things come from. But that's what's coming in for you there. So hang in there, Barca. Many blessings to you. Sending you lots of love. Hopefully that helps. Right. And then the final reading for this session is Sajal Falaskar. Apologies if I mispronounced that. And thank you for being a new subscriber. And you want to know John's current feelings for you. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, I don't know if they know. I feel like they're on this. The Seven of Pentacles is like the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. It's like one of these patient, long, drawn out kind of things. And the Eight of Swords is about them focused on their own thoughts, their own beliefs, their mindsets, their fears that have kept them blinded and bound and trapped. I like the eight that it's a flowing, so that's flowing, but I feel like it's not flowing fast enough, right? At least for our human side going, no, I want them right now. But they're working through some stuff. Um, and I feel like they're more in their head than in their heart right now, looking at fears rather than it's like they have their heart on hold. They have their heart a timeout in uh, a padded cell that's soundproof because they don't want to hear from their heart right now. They're thinking through things. They're thinking through their fears. They're thinking through things like that, which is just holding them like I said, maybe they're an air sign, which can compartmentalize their emotions and put their emotions over here while they think through stuff. And I feel like they're really in their mind right now. So there's obviously feelings in there. They're just well hidden. It's like I'm trying to look at them, but they're showing me Superman trying to look into lead. Not that I'm Superman, but that's the example they're giving is they're not allowing us to look inward because that is shielded right now. Which happens for us whenever we get a seven of pentacles, any kind of patience card. It's slowing things down to give us also the time to raise our vibration, for us to look at our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are holding us back, that, rooted in the fear of losing love, conditional love, fear of failure, fear of rejection, right? Any emotions we have, old emotions and mindsets that don't serve us anymore, gives us time to let those go. Because otherwise, if we continue to do what we've always did, we get what we always got. But when we evolve and move up our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets and our emotions, and we raise our love vibration, we draw in new experiences that are more in alignment with our higher self than what we had. So when it's going slow, it's not like, oh, will they hurry up? It's like, oh, this is for me for a reason too. Let me do some self reflection on there as well. So that's what's coming in right now, Sajal. So hopefully that helps. Many blessings to you. And thank you guys so much. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Thanks for your patience in me getting to the free readings. Um, I do honor all of those donations because that's what keeps me financially able to continue to do this. This is all that I do full time with all of my Moon Day Mondays and my pick a cards and my Take 10 with Zen. All of the readings I do, personal readings, I do energy work, all those things that are available if you check me out at my website at brettazen.com. All that information is linked in the description box too. If you want to check any of that out, I have 50% off all my services, um, most of them anyway. So if you want to check that out, all that's available. But thank you guys again for all the thumbs up, for all of you that enjoy these free readings. It's something that you can do for free to help out. And be sure to check out all the links to the playlist in the description box. There's a giveaway actually not in this one, but in this morning's session, because I just do a little blurb in this one. But this morning's video has all that listed, so be sure to check those out. All right, everybody, I'll see you in a couple hours. In about an hour, I'll be putting out an announcement for my evening session, and if you want to jump in early, post your question, you can do that as well. Just make sure if you're subscribed, go to the notification settings and make sure all is selected, and you'll get notified. Right, my dears? Much love to you. Remember every second of every day of your life that you, yes, you, are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, much love to you. Hang in there. We'll see you soon.